Yes. Hari Om, everyone. So in Dharma Kshetra, we pick up the Sthita Pragna Lakshana from Sankhya Yoga again. And we were in verse number 67. Indriyanam hi charatam yanmanonuvidhiyate tadasya harati prajnam vayuhu nava iva ambhasi. So, for the mind which follows in the wake of the wandering senses, carries away its discrimination as the wind carries away a boat on the waters. Okay. So, what are the waters here? Choppy waters. What do they represent? The waters. We shall map it to
Ups and downs in life, like the
samsara.
waves.
Waters of samsara. Correct. Ups and downs is samsara. Boat enidu. What is the boat?
Boat is like the, I don't know, soul, which is all, I don't know.
Huh. Jivatmana.
Jivatma, yeah, Jivatma.
ದೇಹ
ಬರೀ ದೇಹನ ದೇಹ ಇಸ್ ಜಡನೋ ಜಯಶ್ರೀ
ಹೌದು ಜೀವಾತ್ಮ
only something which is conscious can be swayed with all this alva. Even a rock is getting tossed in the ocean, nothing will happen to it, it's okay, it will just go settle down under the ocean. But it is the jivatma which is carried away by the winds, the gusts of the gusts of wind andre eno ido senses, sense organs. Sense organs are making the mind sway so much that it is harati pragnam, it is carrying away our viveka. The gusts of the sense organs and the mind which is swayed by the sense organs, it will do nothing but carry away our viveka. Like the wind carries away a boat on the waters. That is the importance of controlling, being totally in control of the mind, shama and dama, sense organs and the mind. That is the basic qualification to come into Vedanta, by the way, according to Shankaracharya. Shamadamadi Shat Sampatti. So Vedanta assumes that we are all in control of all this, and then only we are coming to this Brahma Jnana. But here Krishna is very kind. He has got one Arjuna on his hands who is exactly going through this meltdown. And so he is giving everything in Sankhya Yoga, which will come. We will do a quick recap of what all he has. I mean, it's packed so much with so much knowledge that we have to recall everything, otherwise it will be lost. Then next to 68. Tasmadyasya mahabhaho निगृहीतानि सर्वशः इन्द्रियाणीन्द्रियार्थेभ्यः tasya prajna pratisthita. So if you notice, each and every verse is ending with tasya prajna pratisthita. So stressing on how to be settled in sthita prajna state. Therefore, Mahabhaho, O mighty armed one, tasya prajna pratisthita, his knowledge is steady. Who nigruhitani, indriyani nigruhitani, whose senses are completely restrained from sense objects. What a tall order, no? Is it possible? Completely restrained from the sense objects. It's really sounds like a very tall order. But we need to know the entire package, the big picture we need to know. We might be some degrees below or above, we will be somewhere in the spectrum. But this is the ultimate. Tasya prajna pratisthita, completely in control of the senses, completely restrained from sense organs, sense objects. This is a very important shloka which keeps getting quoted by all the Mahatmas. या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागर्ति संयमी यस्यां जागर्ति जाग्रति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः. Please chant. It is very, very important shloka.
Yeah, I can chant.
Yes, please.
यानिशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागर्ति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः.
Yes.
या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागन्ति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुने.
या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागर्ति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः.
Yes. Who else is
या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागृति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः.
या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागर्ति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतु मुनेः.
या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागृति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Okay. So, ya nisha sarvabhutanam. Nisha means night. That which is night to sarvabhutam, all beings. Tasyam jagarti sanyami. Sanyami is the self-controlled person. He is awake. When everybody is sleeping, he is awake. Yasyam jagrati bhutani. To that for which all of us are awake, sa nisha pashyato munehe. For him, for the muni, that is the dark night. So who can throw light on this beautiful shloka? Anybody please attempt. Yen helta ide idu. What is it telling us? Anu is here. Heli. What is this? It sounds like a riddle, right? What do you mean he is awake to what we are not awake to and vice versa? Anybody wants to attempt? Yo. Okay.
When we are all in ignorance, the learned man he knows the self reality. When we are all that is the night for the sage. So when we are all awake, I am not able to get the second line.
Right. Alama, when we are awake, what are we awake to? We andre, let us see the unenlightened Jivatma. What is the unenlightened Jivatma awake to? Let us break it up. We are awake.
Darkness.
Yes. Yes, Anu.
The unenlightenment jiva individual is awake for darkness, or they do not see the light, or they are not having the spiritual knowledge, and those are the beings, he's been referring over here.
Correct. Anything else you want to? What is this? Okay, we are awake to, we are Ajnanis. Okay. We are awake to what? We are all in a waking state now. Alva. Hopefully. We are all awake.
We are awake to ignorance. We are awake to ignorance only.
No, see, that's a very metaphorical way of saying we are what?
Actually, like a materialistic world, like all this raga, dvesha, like all the things we have.
Correct. Anyone, anything else to pin it down, like Google Maps. Yeah. Huh?
This refers to spiritual reality, right? Which ordinary people ignore as if like a darkness. And for enlightened being, it's like worldly pleasures, material concern for most of the being around us.
Very
And
correct.
for awakening people, it is more like self-realization or liberation or eternal truth. For jnana, what we are looking for
Yeah.
awakened people. For ignorant people or people who are not enlightened, I would not say not enlightened. It's like they're not aware of it.
Or
Yeah.
not. Okay.
Samsara.
Samsara. See, we are all awake to the world. We feel that the world is real. That is the main thing, no? That is our main problem. We feel that what we are looking at in the waking state is the real thing. For the jnani, it is very clear that it is not real. Simple. So when I'm awake, oh, now my dream is over. Fresh day has started. Now Bhagavad Gita class is happening. Now this is very real for us. So this is the world of an ajnani, where it is taken to be real. The same world appears to the jnani also. But what does he see in this world? That we are also seeing the same things. What is the jnani seeing in the same world is Brahma. He sees only Brahma. See, what a huge, that makes all the difference, isn't it? I see the snake in the rope, the jnani sees the rope as the rope. Ashte. That is the main thing.
So,
Hmm?
so it's an illusion causing
Yeah.
for most of who are not enlightened or who are
Ade. We are all looking at the world as, it hurts mainly. It hurts me. The world gives me pleasure, it gives me hurt, it depresses me, it gives me joy, everything. My whole energy is driven by this world. For the Sanyami, no. The world has no power. His buttons are not given. He has no buttons. My God, imagine that state. There's a very nice anecdote where Yamadharmaraya once came to take a monk, a sannyasi, back. But he couldn't find a center to put his lasso, a noosiratalva, pasha. He's trying to put it, but he's not finding the ego center on that. It's like that. If I don't have an ego, I actually don't exist in the world. It's like I'm transparent. Things can pass through me. Hurts, joys, pleasures, conditions, adi bhautika, daivika, adhyatmika, nothing will affect me if I do not have an ego. How can I imagine something which has no ego? A tree, a river, a mountain, no ego, just everything, weathering all the storms. That's how nature is. Whereas a human with the ego center feels everything. That is the problem with the Jivatma. Ego. The center is there. And so this sannyasi who had no ego and Yamadharma Raya could not put a lasso around him. So Yama begged the devatas, please give him, I have to take this guy. You please get that vasana inside him or something like that. And with great difficulty, all the devatas, infused something into this monk, and then he was able to be taken away. Just an anecdote. Even there is in the um, Puranas, there is an example of this asura called the Vrittasura. Vritrasura. This Vritrasura had no ego ante. See, if someone has no ego, that person is very powerful. Just think about it. Very powerful. There is no angle from which he is vulnerable. Isn't it? You can't hurt him. Like we see in the movies, I'll keep your family is hostage. I take your family hostage. And then, you demand a ransom. You cannot do such things with a person who has no ego. Just think about it. That egoless person is the most powerful because he has no fear. He doesn't fear anything. So, like that, this Sayami has no ego. he does not take the world as real. If you have no ego, nothing can hurt you. That's the thing. So it is said that Mahatmas in our Sarvapriyananda famously gives an example in the Himalayas how the Mahatmas greet each other. क्या आपका दृष्टि साफ है? They used to greet each other like that, ante. आपका दृष्टि साफ है means, are you awake to reality? That's how they used to greet each other. Not hi, how are you? What did you eat? What are you doing today? क्या आपका दृष्टि साफ है? That's the Mahatma. So the name and form does not fool a jnani. Name and form does not fool a jnani. They're actually savyasachis. What is a savyasachi? We have discussed this before. Arjuna was a savyasachi. Means what? You remember? He's been called savyasachi in the Bhagavad Gita. Jayashree, do you remember what is savyasachi?
ಇಲ್ಲ.
So savyasachi.
Amphitrite ambidextrous or something. One who can shoot the arrow equally. Ambidextrous or something like that.
Correct. Ambidextrous plus in darkness also.
Yeah.
In darkness also he could shoot. Savyasachi. So name and form will not fool him. He can just, he doesn't depend on light. He can just shoot in the dark also. So like that, a Sanyami, the one who is completely ego is under control, he is not fooled by this name and form. So that is the litmus test for a viragi. What is your vairagya yenappa andre? Name and form will not fool me. Thank you. Yasyam jagarti bhutani sa nishaha. So in the transactional world, all of us are very alert. To that vyavahara, the jnani is asleep. To the vyavaharika world, the jnani is asleep. Jnani is very carefree about vyavahara. And where we are so careful about vyavahara. See the contrast. We are so very alert in vyavahara. We want to do the right things. We are very, very calculative about this vyavahara. Whereas this jnani absolutely carefree about vyavahara. Completely. Ramana Maharshi, as we all know, was completely riddled with, he had cancer of the worst order because he never took medicines. That's why it went on getting worse and worse and worse because he was he didn't bother about it. And his disciples used to beg him, please take medicine, please cure yourself. We want you. You don't want to be here, but we want you and all that. And he would very kindly tell them, look, for me to cure myself, I have to accept that the mind is real. I have to accept that the body is real. You know how much trouble all that is to me? Just imagine. He had trouble accepting that there is a mind and body. He was actually bodiless to that extent. That is the nisha of the Sanyami. This body and mind is nisha. He is not awake to them. How to accept that I have a body? How to accept that I have a mind? Only if I have all that, I can, this thought process can happen. I have to take medicine, I have to cure myself. Wala. Amazing, right? And another anecdote is about Bharata. When he goes crying to Rama, after he comes back and Rama is sent for Vanavasa, he comes running where he is resting. He comes and falls at his feet and cries copiously, forgive me, forgive my mother, blah, blah, blah. So what does Rama say? He says, don't cry for me, cry for yourself. Because you're such a fool, you're crying for the wrong reasons. Cry for yourself because you cannot see the big picture, you cannot see reality. That is what Rama tells Bharata. You cry for yourself. You first learn to see the reality, learn to be awake to reality, then you cry. You cry because you cannot see reality. That's the only thing you have to cry about, not other things. So beautiful, no? So, knowledge of a Mahatma is the self is the goal, the self is immortal, happiness, I am Satchidananda, happiness is inside me, the world does not exist for me. And for the ordinary man, everything is in the world. My people, my family. Only when everything is okay with the world, I am happy. I am okay. So, who are all awake at night? The Mahatmas, they always tell us three kinds of people are awake at night: the rogi, the bhogi, and the yogi. The bhogi is awake, partying late through the night. The rogi, Papa, he cannot sleep, he is riddled with trouble, his body and mind gives him problem. And the yogi is also awake. For this, the night of the wakers, he is awake. Yogi is awake. He is free from illusion. So for the yogi, there is no day, there is no night, 24/7, he is experiencing only the self. Okay. So this is the description of a Sthita Prajna from the highest standpoint.
Okay.
Highest.
Shall I read out this Chinmaya's this? He has given this very simple points about this.
Heli.
Yeah. 2 points of view in this shloka is given.
Okay.
Of the ignorant and at the wise are contrasted. The ignorant person never perceives the world as it is. He always throws his own mental color onto the objects and understands the imperfections
Mhm.
in his uh, in his mind to be a part and parcel of the objects perceived. The
Yes.
world viewed through a colored glass pane
Mm.
must look colored. When the coloring medium is removed, the
Mm.
world appears as it is. The
Mm.
consciousness in, in us is today capable of recognizing the world only through the media of the body, mind, and intellect.
Correct.
Naturally, we see the world imperfect, not because the world is so, but because of the ugliness of the mind through which we perceive it. Okay. Then
Mm.
a master-minded is he who, noted in his wisdom, opens up the windows of his perception and looks at the
Mm.
world
Mm.
through the eye of wisdom. That's the contrast.
Mm. Very good, very good, very good.
Mhm.
So, can you give any example, Ramaji, to
ಹ್ಮ್
example ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕೊಡಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ? For example, in your
ನನಗೆ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಒಂದು ಎಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿಗ್.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಓದ್ಬೇಡಿ, ಹಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದ್ಯಾ ಏನಾದ್ರು?
ಇಲ್ಲ
ಹೇಳಿ ಹಂಗೆ. You just can.
Put this light immediately inquires.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ ಲೈಫಿಂದ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ದೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನಾಟ್.
Okay, fine, no problem. I think that's quite clear, the difference between Jivatma and the Mahatma, what they are awake to and what we are asleep to, the world basically. Yes. So what she was reading out is that the conditioning of the body, mind, senses, that is the one which drives us. The conditionings, the raga dvesha of the jiva drives the jiva. Ashte. Then we'll come to the next one. Do you want to chant this 70 shloka, Ramamani ji? Madi.
आपूर्यमाणमचल प्रतिष्ठं समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी.
Very beautiful. Apuryamanam, achalam, pratishtham. This is the description of the waters of an ocean. Apuryamanam, it is completely, it has no lack. It is completely overflowing always. Achalam, unmoving. Pratishtham, it is just there. Samudram apaha, this is a description of the waters of the ocean. Pravishanti yadvat. What is entering the waters of the ocean? All the other waters, the river waters, everything, the waters from the rain, everything is entering the ocean. What will happen to the ocean when these waters enter? Does it feel full? Does it feel happy? Does it feel, oh, thank God today it rained? Nothing. The ocean is not dependent on the other sources of water to be fulfilled. It is apurya manam, achalam. It has nothing to fulfill it. Tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve sashanti mapnoti na kama kami. Like that, na kama kami, the one who is desireless. That means the Sanyami, the Chitta Prajna. For him also, oh, everything is flowing into this Chitta Prajna from all directions. The senses are open to the world. Even though they are open to the world, even though he sees the same beautiful dress while window shopping, but the na kama kami, he does not desire, he or she does not desire to possess it. It cannot enter, it enters the mind, but the mind is already, fulfilled. It like an ocean. You can neither take away from it nor give anything more to this the Chitta Prajna. It's a beautiful metaphor, isn't it? Like how the ocean is complete. The ocean, see, one more thing about the ocean. One more thing about the ocean. It is full, it doesn't depend on the rivers or the waters of the rain and all that. But does it say, I don't want, stop, don't come? Does it tell the river, don't flow into me anymore? I don't want you. See, that is the beauty of the Jnani. He will not, he does not reject anything. No rejection at all. No raga, no dvesha. No raja, no, I don't want to helala, nang beku antanu helala. That is the Sthita Prajna Lakshana. Come, whatever is on my plate, I'll accept. That's all. That Jnani has a peace that is beyond one's understanding. Why? Why does not, how, from what strength that does Jnani say, okay, I don't want this anta. See, in the earlier shlokas, we spoke a lot about Dhamma. You have to restrain your senses, you have to withdraw the senses like a turtle, all that was said. But now Krishna is telling us the Jnani doesn't say, I don't want also. So how does that strength come from? Where is he coming from, this Jnani, Anu?
What I'm thinking is what you just shared is amazing. And the strength for Jnanis, they come to the terms by restraining their senses at the same time, understanding what's real and about the self and liberation and everything. Whereas the restless mind, like in the one who's going through behind the desires of endless desires and everything, they are running. Even though they are living in between people and doing their day-to-day activities, they don't get stimuli to that particular senses. Like you just mentioned, the going to window shopping and they want to buy a dress, they'll just see and they'll just remain calm or something like that. Yeah.
Allah, correct.
He is Satchidananda. He is Satchidananda. He is
Ah.
complete. So he doesn't desire anything.
Right.
Complete and full. Nothing needs to be, you complete me anta helake, nobody is there. He is already
Right.
There is
So
nobody
no
who can
external,
complete. Yes, Anu.
so no external objects will impact the jnani, and he's like stable ocean person. He can take in, or they can take in anything which comes into them.
Yes. It's completely stable. Though he doesn't,
So, though he's living in his own level, in spite of that, he's living amidst the sense objects.
Yes.
and with his sense organs unavoidably ever in contact with the objects, is called a man of perfection, a true saint. That means even though he lives in surrounding the objects,
Hmm.
that doesn't affect him.
He doesn't say, okay, see, all that he's past all that. I will not, because this sugar, this sweet is going to tempt me, I will not buy this sweet. He is past all that. He will not say
Yes.
no also. He is just there, but he is not affected. The karma
So,
also
so
enters. Hmm.
such a person can find peace and happiness in life. I don't know whether it is possible for human beings like us.
It's very much. The mistake we are thinking is, I am a human being, Anta. So our Prabhuji says, you are a being. Human is just a addition. You are a being first and foremost. You are Sat and Chit. You exist and you are aware. Ashtu, that is my definition. I should stop there. I am being. Human, no, no, no. Am I a human or am I a plant or am I a tree or am I a rat? Doesn't matter. I'm being. So we have to stop the definition at Sat Chit. I am. Ashte. Humans, I mean, yeah, all that is, that's what we have to do. Shramana, Manana, Nidijasana, Madi. We have to come to that stage where we stop at I am. So coming back to this, the Kama, the
We should develop detachment.
Hmm.
We
Vairagya.
should develop detachment, vairagya, or restrain ourselves from
Viveka,
those things.
Vairagya, ಎಲ್ಲ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಹ್ಮ್ ಅದೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಶಮದಮಾದಿ ಷಟ್ ಸಂಪತ್ತಿ and all those qualifications are there. Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadamadi, Shat Sampatti, and Mumukshutvam. All this package has to come along with us. Travel. We have to carefully ಕಾಪಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರಬೇಕು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಅದನ್ನು. ಥ್ರೂ ಅವರ್ ಲೈಫ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. So, one game changer for the Gnani is the Mahatma. He is already full. So nothing else can contribute to him. The ocean is already full. No river can contribute anything more to him. So there is no desire. I am already full. I am Satchidananda. I am Ananda already. I am overflowing with Ananda. I can give also. That is why when we go to a Mahatma, we also feel peace and bliss, and we feel happiness. So they don't feel, see, the game changer is they feel the oneness. There is no other. ನಿನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಇದ್ರೇನು ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಇದ್ರೇನು. ವಾಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವಿಂಡೋ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಸೇಮ್. ಇಫ್ ಸಂಬಡಿ ಬೈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟು ಮೀ. ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈ ಕಬರ್ಡ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಇಟ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್. So I had recalled this anecdote on some other occasion. Vivekananda was given a wristwatch by another Mahatma called Swami Ramatirtha. When Ramatirtha was not yet a Mahatma, then he had given a wristwatch to Vivekananda. So Vivekananda saw it, admired the wristwatch, and he set the time to 1 o'clock. And he said, he gave it back to Ramatirtha, saying, let this be in your wrist. It's just all the same. Whether it's on my wrist or your wrist, it's all the same. It's fine. You take it. So, that is the feeling of a Mahatma. No, if it's with you or it's with me, it's all the same. That's how they look at life. Oneness. That's what it is. And Ramana also, Ramana Maharshi, life is full of such beautiful anecdotes. Somebody gave him a sandalwood cane. All the bhaktas, Papa, they try to, in their own way, they want to serve the master. They gave him a gandhada, walking stick. So Ramana took it. He admired it. Wow, such beautiful craftsmanship. Wow, the fragrance is so beautiful. It is so well done. Everything. He examined it and gave it back to the man. He doesn't want to possess anything. He said, oh, you keep it. It's nice. All that is fine, but you keep it. Thara. The Mahatmas. So many examples. Can you recall any more? Please pitch in of these Mahatmas who would na kama kami. He has no kama at all. Akamataha. There's a definition of an enlightened master. Shrotriya, Brahman Nishta and Akamataha. Akama. Doesn't want to possess anything. That's the beauty of this thing. Vidyaranya. Who is Vidyaranya? Who is Vidyaranya, people?
He existed in Vijayanagar Empire time. The gurus of Hakka-Bukka, and he wrote
scriptures, all these Panchadashi and all these scriptures.
yes.
He established the Vijayanagar Empire. He was the mantri, counsel for all the Idu. But sannyasi. He never wanted to be there and enjoy that. He just did his work and he left. He took sannyasa and he wrote all these great scriptures. Atara. You do everything that is required for Vyavahara, but you don't covet anything. So that is what it is. That is the true freedom. Tena tyaktena bhunjita. You know, in the Ishavasya Upanishad, that is a line. The first verse says, you first renounce everything and then enjoy. Only when you renounce it, you can enjoy. Isn't it? Only when I don't have the attachment to it, I can enjoy it. Like, suppose there is some match is happening between two neutral nations to which I am neutral. I don't care. If it's India, Pakistan, then yes, I might take a side. But if it is some two teams to which I am not affiliated, I can truly appreciate the game. I will not worry that I will appreciate, oh, what a good player, what a good shot, so well bowled. All that I can say if I am not affiliated. Otherwise, the opposite party is playing so beautifully, but I can only see that my team is losing and I will worry. Isn't it? No, Anu?
Unbiased.
Yeah, see how.
Be unbiased with anything, yeah.
See, when I put my stake into some team, I will not enjoy the game. I only want this fellow to, even if it's a duffer, I want him to win if he's not playing well also. So that is how these Mahatmas, they just happily look at the world, they'll enjoy the game. For them, it's a football match. You know, somebody is winning, somebody is losing. They'll appreciate the winner. All that they will do. Okay, good. Yeah. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa also. Beautiful anecdotes from his life. So he had throat cancer, as we know. And Vivekananda begged him, all the disciples begged him, please cure yourself, please cure yourself. So he said, okay, since you're all asking, I'll ask my mother Kali whether I should take medicine. And so then he closes his eyes and then he comes back from Samadhi and he tells everyone, look, I asked Kali that my throat hurts, I cannot eat. And Kali told me, but Ramakrishna, aren't you eating from all the mouths? Why do you want to eat through this mouth only? That is the oneness. You are eating through so many mouths. Everyone is eating means you are eating. Ashte. That is the Mahatma. He says, I am full. Apurya manam. I am full. I am full. So this is a very, very important shloka in the sense, the ocean does not say, stop, I don't want the river water. No, it doesn't say. That the message for us, what is the message for us here? Don't be afraid of anatma all the time. Don't be afraid of the world. Don't be afraid of the sense inputs. For how long can I go and lock myself in a room so as not to be instigated by the world? Rather, I develop the muscles of viveka and vairagya. Isn't it? So that is the message for us here. We have to develop viveka and vairagya. Don't be always afraid. Run away from the world. Okay. Vihaya kamanyas sarvan pumanscharati nispruhah nirmamo nirahankarah sashantim adhigacchati. So this man who attains peace, who abandoning all desires, moves about without longing, without the sense of I-ness and minus. Same thing. We have discussed this. So this Mahatma is like that. Yesha Brahmi sthitihi partha. This is the sthiti of the Brahma. Nainam prapya vimuhyati. Without attaining this Brahmi sthiti, there is no liberation. Sthitavyasya, what's that? Antakalepi Brahma Nirvana Mruchiti. This is beautiful. Even in the last moment, by the time you're taking the last breath, if you get this state, then Brahma Nirvana. This is the Brahmi state, O son of Pratha. Attaining this state, none is deluded. Being established therein, even at the end of life, one attains to oneness with Brahman. Even when as you're taking your last breath, if you get this aha moment, then this is done. You're no more coming back to this world. Yes. Anything more to add to this? Ashta. This is liberation. Bottom line. This is the bottom line. So we can complete this with, we are done with the second chapter. Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavadgitasu Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Sankhya Yogo Nama Dvitiyodhyayah. Such a beautiful adhyaya. Okay, quickly. What all has Bhagavan told us in this? How did it open? Okay, anyone? How did the chapter open? What was the opening salvo of this?
It was that Arjuna's questions, right? Like, how can I come out of this? Please help me. And he surrenders the first. Then after that, Krishna gives the Guru all the knowledge. Yeah.
Correct. So it starts with Arjuna surrendering to Krishna and asking him to help out. Number one. Number two, the immediate advice of Krishna. What does it tell? The first immediate advice of Krishna to Arjuna. What was it? Let us all pitch in and get this. Yes, Anu.
He explains about the soul, which is eternally unborn and indestructible. And
Get up and fight.
yeah.
You do your dharma, actually, Kshatriya dharma. Otherwise, it's against your principles.
So many things he says. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. First he says, get up. It doesn't befit you to be in shoka like this. What is this nonsense? Get up and fight. Gather yourself. Get up and fight. That is what he says. Why should I fight, Anaki? He gives a lot of reasons. Number one, the most important reason he gives is, you cannot kill. Yes, Anu. Most important reason.
He explains about his duty or dharma or something.
Allappa, adu dharma ella aamele. Most important reason is, Suma?
Nainam Chindanti Shastrani, like the soul cannot be cut, it cannot be burnt, it cannot be wet and all that. So,
main reason, you cannot kill. You are under the illusion that you are going to kill someone. You cannot. You cannot kill because the Atma is ever eternal. This, that, and all he says. Then Bhagavan tells Arjuna, okay, you think that you are killing. Even so, the Atma cannot be killed. What happens to the Atma? Even if the body which is carrying the Atma dies now, what happens to it? He tells that also. What will that happen to that Atma next?
It's like the way we wear our dress and then we leave our body and go, same thing, like it will just have a new birth and that cycle.
Correct. Vasansi Jeernani
Yeah, that's it.
So, okay, now this Bhishma, Drona and all, you kill them. What happens? They'll get another body. They'll not really die. There is no death. First of all, there is no death for the soul. And then even if you think they die, it will get another body. And then he says there is no death for the body also. Can you remember that? Can you recall that logic? There is no death for body. Who can recall the logic? Why there is no death for the body? It's simple,
Because I'm not the body.
Anna, you are not the body, Sari.
No, it just goes back to the earth, like it's the Panchabhuta.
Correct. The body is made of Panchabhutas.
Yeah,
So matter can neither be created nor
but
destroyed.
not destroyed. Yeah.
It's simple science.
Hmm.
So it is just there. It will go back. It came from the earth, from dust to dust, ashes to ashes. Ashte. Body will go back to where it came from. The body cannot die. The soul cannot die. What are you worried about? And then he says, he tells him, if you're worried about the Punarjanma of Bhishma, Drona and all, what does he say? For that also he gives a logic, Krishna. Why I should not worry about Bhishma, Drona and the like.
Everyone will come back to me like that. The Manigana, were like, I don't remember that.
Mariyana will come in some other chapter, but
Oh, yeah, that's right. Not sorry.
fine, that's fine. That is the
Right.
picture. But he says they have their own karma package.
Oh, yeah, karma pala.
They have their own karmas. That karma will take care of them, right? Why are
Yes,
you
yes.
worried? It is their prarabdha that they have come here to fight, standing in front of you. It is their choice. They have come here. They will get killed. They will go. Why are you worried? And they have enough punya in their bank balance, which will take them for better births. In fact, you are giving them mukti from this battlefield. They will get whatever is due for them. They have got lot of punya phala. They will. That's what he says. And then he comes to Dharma, Swadharma, Kshatriya Dharma, what all you mentioned in the beginning. It is your Dharma, stand up and fight. So what are the, if you don't stand up and fight as a Kshatriya, then Krishna gives a scenario. What all happens, Anta? Can you recall? What all he says, what all he tells Arjuna? If you run away from this war, kya hoga?
You will not be given the moksha. You didn't do your swadharma, right? Like we have to do our own dharma, then copy someone's dharma in
Adu
order to
aಷ್ಟೇ.
attain moksha.
ಧರ್ಮೇಂದ್ರಿಯಂ ಆಮೇಲೆ
Yeah.
ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
Oh, okay.
No, it's okay. It's all Krishna's
So like,
mercy.
yeah.
But in this particular chapter, ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅನು?
It's a dishonor to the something, dishonor for him.
Correct. Society will call you a coward.
Coward, yeah.
And you are a role model for all your soldiers. What will they do, Papa? They have also left their families and come to fight with you. And forever in history, you will be labeled as a coward who ran away from the battlefield. And that is not a good thing to do. That means the one who cannot do his dharma. No, Anu?
Yeah, that's true. So you have to do your dharma and fight for the right. Yeah.
You are a role model, you have to do it. So that he says dharma, he says swadharma, he says, and then he comes to, after dharma, what? Main important. Dharma
Yoga?
huh? Yeah.
Is it yoga?
Karma.
Yoga.
Karma.
Karma. Okay. Yeah. Dharma, karma. Yes. Yeah. You're right.
Main important shlokas idrog baratalva. Karmanyevadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. He comes to that. Main teaching of Sankhya Yoga. Karma. Do your karma. Don't worry about the results because the results are not in your hands. Leave it to me. So all that whole section of karma has come. See what all Bhagavan has given in this second chapter, no? Beautiful. And then he comes to the last. How to do karma. Adella bharata, next chapter. Karma yoga, it will come. And then we have come to the Sthita Prajna Lakshanas. So that is the entire picture of Sankhya Yoga. Done. Good. So how was this second chapter? Heavy, but full of wisdom, isn't it? Beautiful, beautiful. So we will take up the next Karma Yoga in the next coming weeks. Anything you want to add, people, to this? We can wind up and then quickly 10 minutes we can discuss. Let me just end the session. ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामय सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् नानु नानेಂಬುದು ನಾನಲ್ಲ ಈ ದೇಹ ಮನಬುದ್ಧಿ ನಾನಲ್ಲ ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದಾತ್ಮ ಶಿವನಾನು ನಾನೇ ಶಿವೋಹಂ 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 ಲೋಕಾಃ ಸಮಸ್ತಾಃ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು ಲೋಕಾಃ ಸಮಸ್ತಾಃ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु हरिः ओम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम्